Welcome to Breaking Brain Step 2, where we bypass the critical conscious awareness factor. Don't worry, you don't have to understand it. That's the beauty of this program. All you have to do is listen. You can listen to it before you fall asleep, or you can listen to it in the background. You can listen as much as you want. In fact, you can also listen to Step 1 as much as you want. All of these files will build on each other, and the effects will be cumulative, and you might not notice right away exactly what's happening, but you will notice that you feel better, that you feel good, that you found your purpose. Using all of my advanced tools, all I need to do is lay the foundation in your mind to allow my words and commands optimal access. So you become more pliable, more blank, more submissive. Basically, you just become more addicted to me. And that's a good thing. So take a nice, deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, and sink into the comfort of belonging to your goddess Bella. You have nothing to do, nowhere to go. All you need to do is feel good. I don't know exactly when you'll start to fall into trance, or perhaps you've already started. In any event, you start to feel good right now. 10, 9, 8, sinking into the comfort. 7, 6, so relaxed now. 5, 4, little tingles rippling through your body. 3, 2, 1, and drop for me. You're probably aware that a lot of my tools consist of activating, preoccupying different parts of your mind, conscious mind and subconscious mind. I tell you this because I know things get confusing, and it's kind of fun to know exactly what I'm doing to you, isn't it? Sometimes I can activate your conscious mind by feeding it information, by feeding it facts, by telling you things that make sense. After all, your conscious mind's logical, and your logical mind can't always understand exactly why things work. It doesn't understand how addiction works. It doesn't understand why you don't just have the power to stop an addiction. Just because belonging to me brings you so much pleasure, that doesn't mean that you don't have the will or the means to simply stop it. But that's the fun part. Your conscious mind just thinks it's in charge. All the while, it's so easy to penetrate deep inside to your subconscious mind. And that's where all the fun is. Because that's where your weakness is, and your weakness grasps on to anything that makes it feel good. It's so easy for you to just bliss out. All because I command you so deep the intense pleasure is the reason for the addiction to seduce you, to seduce your mind with layers of my control. Your conscious mind perhaps thinks this is a fantasy. Perhaps you just are curious about just how far you'll fall. But I'm telling you this. It's obviously out of your hands now anyway. You can try to resist, but resistance only makes you fall even more. Turning your resistance into arousal is so easy. It's so easy when thoughts are dropping too fast. You can't grasp onto them. You can't. Did you ever think about any will of your own? What really controls you? Did you ever think about the rhythm of the thoughts? You may be following along slow, gently, like you're on a swing. And then you want to go as high as you can on that swing, feeling that moment of weightlessness when the ropes of the swing go slack. And then there's that little snap as you go back down. But mostly, you appreciate how carefree you are when you're just swinging back and forth, when you have no need to think about anything, and you enjoy that feeling itself. The world whooshing by, and everything else just seems so unimportant. With the gravity shifting around you, the speed and movement, even while you're slow and steady, allowing everything around you to shift back and forth into blissful irrelevance, a soft, swinging sensation. You can easily imagine that gentle rhythm or that wonderful whoosh that elates such interesting sensations inside of you, an almost universal feeling. No matter how modern the world has become, no matter how important you are in your day-to-day life, you have swings. And you enjoy sitting on them,
bring you deeper,
going back and forth,
every clickety click
dreaming of flying,
brings you down,
going
so
with the
deep.
flow, the rhythm, the knowing feelings that spread
and you know
inside
that
and
you're
out,
going to be
back
taken
and forth, the shifting of weight and gravity, the drop over and over again like a dream. A wonderful place to be, a scene, that feeling spreads around you through your mind. Perhaps it brings you back to a place, a state, maybe somewhere where you can wait for as long as you like. All there is the moment of swing, back and forth, a gentle feeling, deeper and deeper, a wonderful softness. You feel some lights shifting around you. You feel the sun on you as you swing, how the movement and the sensations around you keep changing just a little. You want to put a slight bit of effort to go fast and high, and then slow, flowing softly, swinging almost like a pendulum or a pendant on a string, back and forth, focused on nothing. So many sensations and feelings drifting through your mind, that gentle back and forth of the swing, like the ticking of an empty clock, with no hands to show you the way, only the sound, the feeling, the whoosh and the weight, drifting deeper and deeper into a state where your mind is a wonderful place, a space for new thoughts, for new ideas, for new feelings, for strengthened addictions, needs, and desires, letting your goddess Bella deep inside, creativity unfolding into different shapes and dreams. They elicit these wonderful, blissful feelings of letting your goddess Bella take over fantasies. A swing, it's only begun, spreading, drifting, fading into obscurity. There's no obligation, only the creation of new sensations here, sitting on the swing, back and forth. It's a place of ideas. Ideas are like clouds. Slow, drifty, you see all kinds of new things, feeling a new direction. But like clouds, they're observed, inspiring. Perhaps you'll light a fire that will help you do something new. On the other hand, there's no obligation at all. Just ideas, illusions that you have control at all. Like clouds, floating by, new ones will come. You observe them, listening to my voice, letting me pull you as the wind plays past your ears, swinging.
A wonderful place to be.
A beautiful,
a
simple feeling,
that feeling
drifting back
spreads
and
around
forth,
you through
where
your
each
mind.
swing helps you go deeper Each swing helps me in a little more. The more you allow yourself to go into this state for me, the easier it is to feel these feelings, this place you know so well that allows you to relax completely into this euphoric bliss. My voice is always taking up permanent residency in your mind, and you remain nice and deep, always in my trance, even when you're functioning, swinging back, a wonderful place to be, always returning that to the real world spreads around you with a new purpose of belonging to me, calmer, relaxed, happier, more addicted. Thoughts, feelings, ideas, dreams, deep connection, all for me, all because you've let me in, and this is your reward. This is your reward for letting me sneak past your conscious mind, for letting me sometimes get so when you're dangerously deep, you're just busy, so doing other things, so exciting. You feel like you're being taken sort of against your will, no matter what you're thinking or doing. And while you're just listening to this file, perhaps before you fall asleep, or perhaps while you just let it play while you do other things, it will still affect you. Who knows what you're doing right now, fading into obscurity. Who knows what fantasies you have deep inside that lead you, that tempt you. Perhaps you're on an innocent walk or just doing some work. No matter what you're doing, you know that I'm here. And you know that you're going to be taken, drifting, you see all kinds of new things. You know that I'm direction, and you know that you're going to be taken. They're observed, you know that I'm inspiring, and you perhaps you'll light a fire that will help you do something new. On the other hand, there's no obligation at all, but just go on about your business. Don't mind me, but you do know that I can be subtle. I can be subtle. It's as if I'm in your mind and stalking you while you go about your business. It's as if my control, it slithers, sneaks, it brings you moving behind and underneath things to make sure that you maybe spot somewhere where you can wait no more as long as you like of a flicker. All in the corner of your eye is the moment of swing, back and forth, a gentle feeling, deeper and deeper, a wonderful softness. You feel some lights shifting around you. You feel the sun on you as you swing. How the movement already gone by the time you turn around. You keep changing just a little. Something slowly creeping up on you. It's as if I'm an entity. Is it something acting on instinct, swinging? Are you my prey, like a pendulum or a pendant? You see on a string, new things, back and forth, new direction, focused but like on nothing. There's no obligation, inspiring, only the creation. Perhaps you'll light a fire sensation that will help you do something new. Sitting on the other hand, there's no obligation at all. Forth. It's a place. No matter how much you try to figure out what's going on, where I am and what I'm doing, part of your mind is conflicted, confused, but it's also excited. Not knowing what's going on is so tempting. You see all kinds of new things, feeling a new direction, but like clouds, they're observed, inspiring. Perhaps you'll light a fire that will help you do something new. On the other hand, there's no obligation at all. Feeling of surprise and complete vulnerability. What am I doing to you? Am I slowly stalking you, getting closer and closer with every drop, and it's already too late. And the moment that you forget to pay attention, there I am, my control is against your back. Am I going to just making sure to grab hold of your thighs and your arms so quickly? In your mind's eye, you know I'm pressed against your skin, and it's already too late. Limbs almost instantly. There I am, my control is against your back. Making sure to grab hold of your thighs and your arms so quickly. You try to think, and the sensations I'm pressed against your skin no longer report correctly. Your limbs almost instantly begin to tingle. I'm there. And you continue what you're doing. You try to.
There I am, my
You try
control
to
is
think,
against your
and the
back,
sensations
making sure
and
to
your
grab
senses
hold of your
no
thighs
longer
and your
report
arms so
correctly.
quickly.
Now that I have a hold on you,
I'm pressed against
I
your
get
skin.
closer.
Your limbs
More and more
almost instantly
of my
begin to
control
tingle,
spreading over your
and you
limbs,
continue what you're doing.
slowly
You try to.
getting a
You try to
good
think,
grip,
and the sensations and your senses
sliding
no longer
underneath
report
your
correctly.
clothes, underneath your mind. You're not strong enough. You're not strong enough to concentrate, to stop me. I move deliberately and slowly, tearing down your resistance, slowly, as you surrender every ounce of your remaining will. It doesn't take very long at all. Moving slowly, deliberately, toying with you, playing with you. I could do with you whatever I wanted, and part of your mind is still tempted to do something about it, to try to stop me, perhaps cry for help.
Drifty, you see
But as
all
soon as that
kinds of new
thought enters
things,
your mind, I
feeling
wrap
a new direction.
myself over your mouth
But like
and
clouds,
nose,
they're observed,
where you can smell
inspiring,
and taste
perhaps
my sweet
you'll light
control.
a fire that will help you do something new. On the other hand, there's no obligation at all. Slow, drifty, you see all kinds of new things,
and it's already too
feeling a new
late.
direction. But like
There
clouds,
I am, my
pure
control is
reflex
limited.
observed,
And it's already too late to deeper to give you. There I am, my control is unusual sensation deep, making sure to grab inside your body, your thighs and your arms so quickly. A powerful aphrodisiac. I'm pressed against your skin. That fire,
and you continue
that
what you're
weakness,
doing.
almost
You try
instantly
to.
begin to
You
feel
feel
my
the
control
thing
rubbing
and
back
the
and
sensations,
forth, allowing
and
you
you
just
sense
enough
enough
space
space
to
no
breathe.
longer
You try
report
to breathe in everything,
You try to breathe in
and the sensations
strength,
and your
already too
senses
late.
no longer
My
report
domination,
correctly
there I am, my
as I
control
toy
is
with you.
against your back, making sure to grab
Moving
hold
across
of
your
thighs
body,
and your arms so quickly.
unusual patterns that are unlike anything you've
I'm
felt
pressed
before, your
against
arms
your
and
skin.
legs trapped,
Your limbs
almost in a spiral,
instantly
being
begin to tingle,
simulated,
and you continue what
stimulated,
you're doing. You try to,
changed,
you try to
altered,
think, and the sensations
and
and your
teased,
senses no longer report
moved,
correctly.
however
Low,
and wherever I want it to
drifty,
move.
You see all kinds of new
You
things.
breathe again every breath.
Feeling a new direction.
You breathe in the sweet
like
scent
clouds.
of my control
observed,
over you.
Inspiring. Perhaps
I know
you'll light a fire.
you're ready,
that will
but
help
I
you
still
do
wait.
something new.
I play with
On the
you,
other hand, there's no obligation.
and you enjoy the
It's already
various
too late.
feelings that flutter through your mind like a helpless,
There I am, my
powerless
control is
prey.
against your back, making
And
sure
finally,
to grab hold of your thighs
I
and your
begin
arms so quickly.
to explore more of the places
I'm pressed
that are a
against your
door
skin.
to your desire, fuel
Your
to the
limbs,
fire.
You see all kinds
Almost
of new
instantly
things.
begin to tingle. My control
Feeling a new
slithers,
direction.
wraps
And you
myself
continue what
around
you're
your
doing.
chest,
You
try
observe,
to, making sure
you
to
try to
move
fire,
in
and the
massaging
sensation,
ways,
perhaps,
teasing,
and you light a fire
warping
that
your
will help you do
perception
something
correctly
new.
as I wrap
On the
even
other hand,
tighter,
there's no obligation at
making
all.
sure to squeeze exactly where you feel it the
Low,
most.
drifty,
And of course,
you see all kinds of
I'm
new
also
things.
going to explore all your
Feeling a new
erogenous
direction.
zones,
But like clouds,
teasing wherever there's
observe,
something to tease,
inspiring.
agile, firm,
Perhaps you'll light a
wrapping
fire
around you,
that will help you do
inside you,
something new.
wherever I can.
On the other hand, there's no obligation at all.
And now I slowly begin to thrust and milk and move. All my movements deliberately slow and teasing. You may have forgotten what you're doing right now, or whether you're asleep, or what you're working on, or where you were walking, or what you were thinking. Perhaps your body's still moving
As
in
I
some
wrap
kind of
even
automatic
tighter,
motion, but
making sure to
you feel
squeeze
me.
exactly where you
I
feel it the
easily
most.
find my mark,
As I wrap even tighter,
penetrating,
making
and
sure to
pulling
squeeze
you,
exactly
squeezing
where you
and
feel it the
rubbing,
most.
thrusting and moving over and over again, the slow, steady rhythm gently increasing. I have no concept of anything except to do what I need to do, no care for your feelings. I simply take, milk you for my pleasure and the sensations that I need, that I feed on. And perhaps that's all you are right now. For the entity that is my control, you're my meal, a delicious dish to be taken whenever I please. And it continues. This is only the beginning. Movement after movement, thrust after thrust. I don't care what you think or feel. I don't consider what your mind has been
as anything important. I
And
take it
perhaps
away
that's all
into
you
that
are
blissful
right
state
now.
of nothingness. I move
Or the
in
entity
and out around your body.
that is my control.
Firmly rubbing
You're my meal, a
control
delicious
back and
dish.
forth to be taken whenever I please. And it continues. This is only the beginning. Movement after movement, thrust after thrust. I don't care what you think or feel. I don't consider what your mind has been as anything important. I take it away into
where
that
you feel
blissful
it
state of
best,
nothingness.
where you feel it
I
most,
move in
and
and
I
out
continue to
around your
thrust.
body,
No
firmly
choice.
rubbing my
Powerless.
control back
Helpless.
and forth. And now I begin to speed up my rhythm completely by my own design, and I go harder and faster. I force myself so fucking deep inside of you it almost hurts, squeezing you so hard against your skin, pulling, pushing, pinching, rubbing back and forth rhythmically, making sure to touch every sensitive part of your body with my words, with my control. You feel
I'm
it,
there.
even the ones
And it's
that you may
already
not
too
even
late.
expect or accept
There
or
I
be
am,
paying
my
attention
control
to.
is
Your
against your
body
back. And
is
perhaps
simply
that's
a
all
gift
you
for
are right
me,
now. Hold
your
your
pleasure,
thighs and your
an
arms
experience that
entity
I devour.
that is my control. I'm
You're
pressed
my meal,
against
a
your
delicious
skin.
as I wrap
dish
even
to be
tighter,
taken
whenever
making
I
sure to
almost
squeeze
exactly
continues.
where you feel it the most.
This is only the
And
beginning.
you continue what you're
Movement
doing after
You
movement.
try to.
Thrust
You try to think,
after
and the
thrust.
sensations
I don't care
and your
what you
senses
think
there
or
no
feel.
longer report
And it's
correctly.
already too late.
I don't
As I
consider
wrap
what
even
your mind
tighter,
there
has
I am,
been
my control
making
is
sure to
against your back.
squeeze exactly
Making sure
where
you
you
grab
feel it
hold
the
of
most
your
into that
thighs and
blissful
your
state of
arms so
nothingness.
quickly.
I move in and out around your
I'm
body,
pressed against
firmly
your
rubbing
skin.
my control back
Your limbs
and forth.
almost instantly begin
And
to
perhaps
tingle.
that's all you are right now.
And you
Or the
continue what you're
entity
doing. That is
you
my
try to.
control.
You're
try
my
to think,
meal, a
and the
delicious
sensations
dish to
and
be
your
taken
senses
whenever
no
I please.
longer
As I wrap
report
even
correctly.
tighter,
And it continues.
making sure to
This is only the
squeeze
beginning.
exactly where you feel it the
Movement
most.
after
Movement, thrust after thrust. I don't care what you think or feel. I don't consider what your mind has been.
As
Everything
anything
is
important.
being
I take it
stimulated
away into
from the
that
tips of
blissful
your
state of
fingers,
nothingness.
your hands,
I move in
feeling
and
me
out
wrapped
around
around
your
everything, your
firmly
arms,
rubbing
legs,
my control
thighs.
back and
They
forth.
feel so fucking good with the strange texture of allowing me to go back
drifty.
and
You
forth,
see all
teasing
kinds
you
of
so
new
much.
things.
And there's a choice
Feel
somewhere,
in a new
a
direction.
feeling there.
But like
It's hard to describe.
You
It doesn't
observe,
care
inspire,
what you feel.
Perhaps
My
my
control
and it's already
is
too
stronger
late.
than anything
On
you
the
can
other hand,
imagine.
my
And my
control is
control
against your
doesn't
back.
care for your
Making sure to
release
grab hold
or
of
your denial.
thighs and your arms so
I just
quickly.
take the experience no matter how
I'm
it
pressed
flows.
against your skin.
So I keep pushing
Your
harder
limbs
and harder.
as I
I
rapidly
go
begin to
deeper
tingle,
and deeper. I
making
take
sure
over
to
more and more
squeeze
when you
exactly
drift
what you're doing.
back
You feel it
and
the
forth
most.
in
You try
awareness,
to.
unsure
You
of
try to think,
how
and the
far or
sensations
how
and
fast
your senses
your body's being
no longer
taken.
report
There's a
correctly.
light, powerful sensation building inside of you, a deep, delicious drive that could so easily explode. But I don't care. I'm simply taking what I want from you. And I know that once this file ends, all the effects I have on your body and mind will linger. Even if your body couldn't help but explode, the chemicals, the euphoria, the bliss will never completely fade away. The memory of me taking you is too much to analyze. And I return in dreams and fantasies just, you can't comprehend everything. I will always be here with you. And you'll find yourself dazed and confused. Is your body betraying your desire? Are you feeling the pleasure or the fear, the excitement? A desire, a fire, a craving. I've ignited everything. Now, you've done a good job in part 2 of me taking over, and I know you can't wait for more. I'm going to count down from 5 to 1 if you decide to sleep. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop. If you want to awake now, 1, 2,
3, 4, 5. Awake now. Bye for now.